Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I
Hello?
believe
Can I be heard?
I believe you can be heard. Hopefully.
Okay. All right, I just double checking on my stream side. It doesn't sound like I'm in double. Chat, let me know if you can hear me there. I know there's 6 of you in there. One of you is me. So 5 maybe. But let me know if you can hear me. We can get this underway. It looks like we're about to roll into qualifying in a few seconds here.
Why is this not in full screen mode? Okay, it is now.
All right. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where we are. Marfondo, welcome, brother. Good to see you again. All right. Yeah, they're trying to roll it over right now, I think, into quali with some connection issues with our guys. But while we're waiting, let's talk about the Soichiro Honda circuit. The Soichiro Honda decided to develop the circuit, the permanent circuit in the late 1950s. Uh, he needed a test track for his Hondas, so he built Suzuka in the Suzuka region of Japan. 5.8 kilometers, 3.6 miles, figure eight style circuit here. 18 turns, 10 to the right, and 8 to the left. 3/4 of a mile on the back straight. Nice long back straight into 130R, which is an iconic corner here. One that not many survive going too wide through, so hopefully we don't see any of that.
Uh,
Race lap record currently 2010. Lewis Hamilton, 1 minute 30 seconds. Almost 131. We're going to see speeds and times lower than that. Are we already have honestly in practice? So
if
hopefully, yes, Skofic.
if you want, we can go for a quick lap tour around this track. If you want,
Sure,
I can fly around with my free cam, and you can walk us through the lap. You down?
sure. Let's yeah, let's do it. Absolutely. So right here, the start finish line. We're gonna head that's southeast down to the first turn, which is literally just named first turn. It actually encompasses both turns, double apex here. So you're going to go hit the first one all the way out to the outside, and then you're going to want to get into the inside to get yourself a good exit towards the S's. The S curves are 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, leading you into the iconic final Dunlop curve, which is the long. We've got one more here, Sco, before you're at it. This is this one right here, the big Dunlop curve going all the way around. Once you're out there, you're gonna take the big braking zone to cut that corner, turn 8, and then out wide down to turn 9. Slower speeds there, and then under the bridge, that is the back straight. You're going under turn next to turn 15, then up to turn 10, which leads you into the hairpin. The turn 10, you got to kind of stay on the outside because you want to get a good entry into the hairpin. There's a bit of a longer run out of that. You want to get all the speed you can down to spoon. So 12 all flat in these cars. You're not going to see them lift there. We're going to head all the way up to spoon. Spoon is one of the most challenging turns on the circuit. It's got off camber, it's cambered in some spots. It goes up gradient, then it comes down, and it's just long and difficult to drive. So you're going to run that all the way out, and then the 0.75 mile back straight all the way down to 130R. This is where you do not want to see people go too wide. It's super high speed, and if you're not on that apex, you're going to run wide. That green stuff is not sticky, and you'll see cars in the gravel there and in the wall if they go too hard into that. And then there's Nicholas Latifi's turn right there on the right, and then right after that is the actual uh, second to last turn, the Casino Triangle. So if you're not Nicholas Latifi, you want to take that second exit and do that chicane, and then it's all throttled all the way through the last corner into the final straight, the pit straight, the start finish straight, whatever you want to call it, and you're in. That's it. It's a fast lap, minute and 30 seconds. Will get it done for the pole position here. Charles is running 130.890. Did he match Lewis Hamilton's time? Oh, he just beat Lewis Hamilton's time. Okay. All right. So that's just rude. So 40.5 meters of elevation change at this track. You're going lowest point down at turn one, all the way up to the highest point at Spoon Curve, turn 14. Um, Average lap speed around here is 221 kilometers per hour, 137 miles per hour for my American friends. Lots of fun on this circuit. It's fast, it's flowing. I have heard some of the drivers complaining that on this circuit the car feels like it's very understeery. It doesn't feel like it's got a lot of grip. I've even heard Charles complaining that he can't take, I think, Dunlop curve. I think he said Dunlop curve. He couldn't take flat, which he said it's, or maybe it's not Dunlop. Hold on. Dagner curve. Turn 8 is what he's thinking about. Turn 8 should be flat, I believe he said. Couldn't get it done there. So we're out here on the, this is just practice right now with Shorzy. Just running around. Maybe an outlap. Not pushing too hard.
Yeah, I think we still have some technical difficulties because Charles keeps getting kicked. So hopefully the boys can fix that issue and we can.
This is a weird strategy by the admin team here to try to stop him from winning the championship. They're a week late though. He already picked up the championship win last week. He has more than 105 point lead. Stand by. Oh, he's got like a 120 point lead with 2 races to go. There's just not enough points to bring Froley back into it. So Charles, you're champion for Formula C, but it is still a lot of championship here left to be decided. The distance between Froley and Ollie in P2 and P3 is only 2 points. And then Elegance is within a race distance, or a race set of points behind Ollie. So not too much there. And then Carter only 7 points behind him. So it's really not decided down to P5 from P2. So lots of action there to happen. Team standings wise, Redacted, 14 points behind Williams F1. Charles is in Williams F1 by himself, which is unfortunate, but he needs a little handicap. So Redacted, if they can pick up some good race points here, could overtake Charles in the team championship in Williams F1. And then unfortunate news for Bleganata, which is our P3. The only person racing on their team today is going to be Carter, which is going to make it a big uphill battle against 2 drivers that are in for Redacted tonight. So it'll be very difficult as far as coming back from P3, although they are not far out. 7 points. So unfortunate. What do you think, Skull? Going to be a busy night here? If we can get going?
Yeah, I was about to say it's going to be a good battle if we can get going because yeah, we are experiencing some difficulties. I guess it's just not our night tonight. Difficulties on our end, their end, like in terms of the server. People getting kicked all the time. Us having difficulties with Streamlabs not picking up Discord as a voice input. So you guys couldn't hear our lovely no child support. So yeah, hopefully we can resolve these issues and get the race underway.
Yeah, we need to get back out of here. I'm getting itchy to see someone drive into a wall. Yep, well, I need to see people pushing, going fast. I got that hankering.
I totally agree with you. We need some people on track.
Yeah, so 5 of us here. Do me a favor, guys, while you're here, if you haven't followed, no, you probably have because you guys love us. But if you haven't followed, give us a follow. Trying to get to affiliate here quick so we can start taking those subs so we can make this server, this league better for you guys. So if you haven't followed, go ahead and follow. And then if you have followed, go ahead and share the stream. Send it to somebody you love, somebody who thinks this would be fun, or maybe interested in racing.
I believe Mac just flew out of the server.
Is this Flight Simulator we're on? Are we doing Flight Simulator?
I don't know. I am thinking they could be Yeah,
resetting the server?
yeah, they are restarting the server, so
Yeah, you're gonna
we'll
want to back
be
out of that. We'll
we'll
get
be
that
right back.
restarted. We'll be right back. All right, all right. It looks like we are officially back in the
Yep,
server. Got a new track. We've got five of our entries in, four of them that are racing, and then Schofic.
yep.
Hopefully, with a little bit of luck here, we can get Froley and Mr. Banana and possibly even Elegance into the server, and we'll be racing in no time.
Yep, that's the plan. Hopefully, all the issues are fixed, and hopefully, you know what? I can't go on board with anyone, but I can go around the track and follow them.
Yeah, some TV cam action would be good. I mean, we've got a couple of cars on track. We go swing around and find them. There they are, going under the bridge, up towards the hairpin. Looks like we've got that's Shorzy and Max maybe up there.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I think Shorzy and Max coming down the short straight into Spoon. Shorzy looks like he's trying to push a little wide on that one. Max gets the better line. He'll have the preferred line going under this back straight. 0.75 miles down to 130R. Let's go. You're too fast. Beat him down here. There they go. Right in line. Right after one after another.
Oh,
Oh, oh.
and
And
I
went
believe
through
we
the
have
wall.
some more difficulties. I believe the server is back down again. So we're gonna just go back to a little break and we'll be back hopefully as soon as possible.
All right, we are back, and everything seems to be working, you guys. We are on board with Matt, heading down towards Spoon Corner right now. Looks like we were successful getting everything back up. Uh, Give me some PogChamp in the chat, maybe? I don't know. I feel like, I mean, we've been 37 minutes down from what we were supposed to. I think we're gonna roll straight into qualifying.
Yeah, that is what our leaders have been telling us. So
I think I have to run off of this so I'm a little more accurate with what's going on. Okay. There we go. Yeah. My stream manager for Twitch is just a little delayed. I want to be right up to date with you guys so we know what's going on. Marfando.
just messing with the audio a little bit. It looked like guys, please tell us in the chat, not in the comments, because it's not a YouTube video. In the chat, if the sounds of the cars are too quiet, too loud, how well you can hear me, how well you can hear no child support. We just want to get as good as we can get tonight because of all these issues we've had for the past half an hour. So all the
So
help
you're a touch
is.
loud.
I'm a touch
The
loud.
car and yep, and the cars are a little quiet.
Okay, so I go down a little bit. This should be okay.
Yep.
Yeah, the cars from my perspective were so loud, so I turned them down a little bit.
Okay.
Especially
Tell me what to do.
because now we are picking up you and the cars from the same audio channel. So just trying to make sure, you know.
Oh shit. I need the live timings. Correct. Huh. This is exciting. Just close both of these. Put that down. Sorry, guys. They've thrown every curveball they can at me tonight, and I
Max is
don't
just
still think
off-roading.
to handle it.
What?
Okay. Do you know what server they're on?
This is an internal testing server.
Internal. Okay, so I can't get live timings on that. Oh, here
Uh,
it is. Nope, I got it. I got it. Okay, we're
oh, so
we're totally good.
apparently, yeah, apparently real penalties off.
That's all right. We raced with no track
Oh,
limits. That's what we're gonna do. No penalties, no track limits. You drive into the pits at Mach 10, and nobody cares about track limits. We run it like a NASCAR race. That's my opinion.
okay. Oh, and this might be server stopping, so we can add or turn a real penalty
Turn real
back on.
penalty on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Just a brief intermission. We're not going anywhere this time, though. We're gonna sit right here. We're staying with you, baby. We're staying
Yep.
with you the whole time. All six of you. You're beautiful.
Gonna...
Just remember, when we're rich, when we're famous, when this thing is huge, you guys, my main six.
Yeah. So make sure you say hi in the chat so we know who you are, so we know who to give credit to when we get rich and famous, so we know who Six of you are. So, first one that counted is actually someone that have access to our Twitch. So who could that be?
Definitely was not me. Definitely not.
From two
No,
different accounts?
no chance. No chance. I definitely have accounts. I have access to both. So yeah,
Okay,
we can
so
get
the
that out of
server
here.
still seems to still be down, so gonna have to wait a little bit. Hopefully the chat can inform us of any potential changes. If we miss it in our Discord, make sure to join our Discord. The link should be somewhere on our Twitch page, so make sure to hit the link and join, and come race with us.
Okay.
So
All
Max
right.
Max said that we can drag him into here so he can explain what's currently going on. So let's quickly do that. Max, hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hello. Yeah, tell us what's going on.
Great message. We had to switch servers and real penalty is not working even though it's activated. So Rolly's working on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Um.
to let you know, this might take a while or might not even happen.
Yeah. I did say to Froley that if it takes too long, I think it's just better to reschedule the race for tomorrow or some other
Tomorrow?
day. Because I believe there's no race tomorrow, or is it?
That's correct. There's no race
Tomorrow
tomorrow.
is no race, no.
Okay, yeah. So we
It
could
would
do.
be tomorrow or Sunday. I would believe would be the only days.
Yeah.
Alright. I see you guys later.
Okay. See ya. Okay, so that
All right. So
was one of our drivers telling us what's happening. He is in the chat with the top people in this league, managing all the server stuff. Hopefully it works now because I can see a lot of them are jumping back on AC. Now it's just a matter of seconds when the server's back on. Hopefully as soon as possible.
looks like we've got a few of them trying to join right now.
Someone is saying in Discord, if you look at the chat, um, Charles is suggesting switching tracks if we can't go through with Suzuka. That would be a big challenge, I think, for the drivers, especially because, yeah, not doing a lot of practice on one track and then switching to another track last second.
Yeah, I think if we're gonna switch tracks, we've got to delay. It's not fair to the drivers who've been practicing this track for a whole week,
Yep.
who have 100 laps in it. I do. They was suggestion to go to Fuji or even Zandvoort, Coda, Silverstone. I'm a huge fan of Zandvoort. It lines up perfectly with the calendar. We give them 2 days. We do it on Sunday after the F1 race. You get to see Max Verstappen go win at Zandvoort. Then you jump in for some SRL action, and you get to see our own little Max Verstappen go win
Yeah.
at Zandvoort. It'll be really exciting, although it's kind of like watching a TV show that you already know the ending to. So.
Okay, so I'll put us back because we are back on the server. So hopefully this time we can go through with the race.
Right. Fingers crossed here, chat. Fingers crossed. All right. We looks like we're on an onboard here with Mr. Elegance, who
Yep.
is. Oh, I don't have any of my information up anymore because we switched so many things. But I believe Elegance is Mr. Froley's teammate with Redacted is their team name here, looking to take the #1 spot in the team championship. So, with any luck, in a second here, we're going to be rolling over to qualifying if everything is working.
Yeah, I
off.
believe they might be just doing some safety, or not safety, just some like last checks to see if everything's okay before we start.
Yeah. Well, actually, since we have a second, why don't we go through a little bit of the event details for this race specifically. So, much like last week in the Formula C Championship, we have all of the tire compounds available for the drivers, the C1 through the C5, C1 being the hardest, C5 the softest. They were allotted 120 minutes of practice. I know it doesn't seem like it. They're also going to do probably 12 minutes. They might try to speed up qualifying, maybe a few minutes, try to roll it over quickly. It's the fastest lap qualifying. They're going to have everybody on track all at once. Race time, 26 laps. I was hearing from the scuttlebutt from the drivers that it's going to be a tire wear race, that the hard tires are going to be maybe not even making it halfway through the race. So it's going to be who could save the tires the longest. Fast track, tough to work with tire wear. So I'm getting notifications like crazy in my ear. Somebody is very upset in Discord right now. Chances it's Charles?
I don't know.
It's 100% Charles. Every single one of those notifications. He's very upset. Everybody, little crying face in the chat for Charles. Little F maybe for paying some respects. Yeah, it's daytime in Suzuka here for the race. So we've got 100% grip, fuel race up, and tire wears up. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a lot of
So
fun.
Charles is suggesting a quite wild idea of not having any quali and jumping straight into the race, which would spice things up. But yeah, we're gonna see what the top people decide, and as we can see, Max just camping in the wall.
It's a nice place to camp. I've seen that. It's a YouTube trend now. It's stealth camping, where you go into very public places and try to camp without being seen. Very fun stuff. If you're ever bored on YouTube, you can really get some guys that are, camping in the middle of roundabouts at busy highways.
Yeah.
Camping behind billboards next to, like I said, highways again. But stealth camping. Yep. That's what we're at. That's where we're at as far as we have nothing to talk about.
Yeah. Just waiting and hoping we get a message that we're going through with quali and potentially the race.
Now, do they have somebody in the safety car tonight? The Aston Martin safety car, do we have somebody for that?
I do not know. By looking at the chat, the Discord, I believe we do not have a safety car tonight, which means probably whoever's in first place would be the safety car.
Okay, so de facto safety car, virtual safety cars only, basically.
Yeah, exactly. You got that spot on.
Yep. VSCs only.
Oh, as we see, Max with a little
Spinsy.
spin. Yep.
Yep. Yep, that spin going into spoon. Gets a little on the grass. So, nothing too crazy. He'll be alright. No flat spotting of the tires. He'll be able to go right back out. But, wondering if they're going to get us into qualifying or if they're going to get us into racing here shortly. I'd love to see some action, man. So,
Elegance P1 in practice. But it is a hour and 20-minute long practice now. We're just kidding. It's we're not gonna be here for.
We're gonna be here all night.
Sorry,
just reading Just reading a little bit of some fun facts about Suzuka here. It looks like Suzuka also hosts other motorsport events, including a 1,000-kilometer endurance race, multiple GT racing series, excuse me, Group C class, all Japan Sport prototypes. Yeah. Also, there's motorcycle racing here. I think they even did, if I'm not mistaken, I think they did a NASCAR race, the NASCAR Thunder 100. It's like a 100-lap race around Suzuka. Yeah, Sprint Cup Series. That was a long time ago, back in 97. Let's pull that up. Let's see. It was a special layout of Suzuka. They ran it for 2 years, 1996 and 1997. Held on November 24th. Imagine taking your guys away from their families for Thanksgiving to go to Japan to race. Rusty Wallace, winner in 1996, and Mike Skinner in the Chevrolet.
Oh, and I believe we are jumping straight into the race. Big problem. I am starting in P3, which yeah, I need to move.
Yeah.
But I cannot because my wheel is not plugged in. So yeah, I will not go on the grid, which means that it is gonna teleport me into the pits. So hopefully there's not gonna be any incidents.
We've got Nick. Nick is very much for you going for it. He wants you in this race. He says, jump over in the seat. Live commentary while in the seat.
Hey,
It'll be so funny.
if we can get 15 people to watch the last race, I will do the race and commentate at the same time.
Oh, that would be so difficult. Oh, I'd love to see it.
Do not care if we can get 15 viewers at not like about the whole stream, but like add like when the stream starts in a few minutes we get 15 viewers and we keep those 15 viewers. I'm gonna do it.
He's gonna do it. You heard it.
I might have said
peasy.
it. I might have said the number too low because
Everybody racing plus a couple extra, easy peasy, no problem at all. Well, Nick, we've got 7 viewers here. You're halfway there if you can get them all to watch it.
Yep. Don't worry, Nick. I'm keeping the promise. Just saying.
Perfect. Starting P3. What a great qualifying for you. We've got Frontline Banana starting P1. Lights are up. We're going to be racing here very shortly.
And yeah, we are off. So let's see, a small grid today, sadly. Not a lot of drivers.
Looks like we're surviving so far through T1. Some aggression in the back there. Make this a little bit bigger.
Oh yeah, I think we have a spin. Yeah, I think,
Okay,
yeah.
Carter
and Charles.
Oh,
A small incident.
a little different when you're racing from the middle of the grid and not the
Yeah.
front.
Not very often we see those two collide.
No, we don't. We have seen Charles drive from the back of the field, though. He is extraordinarily talented at maneuvering through traffic and just being an overall respectful racer while still maintaining a lot of pace. It's very fast. So running on board a little bit here with Max. We're going to be coming up to, I believe, the hairpin. Oh, big spin there for Elegance. That was actually Spoon Corner we're coming up to. Elegance off of Spoon. He's going to tumble down the order. Shorzy running down the back straight here. Oh, we got someone in the wall there. Froley, maybe?
Yeah, I believe that is Froley.
Yep. Just humbling. So we've got Froley and Elegance in the last position. Those two are teammates who are trying to make some points up here.
Max with a... Oh!
Oh my god.
I believe Charles just went straight.
Max. We have Frontline Banana, he won in his home race in an extraordinarily tight battle with Shorzy and Charles, who is only 2 seconds behind and in the hunt. Shorzy would love this P1, but I know Frontline Banana has the spirit of his home country here on his back. He's pushing him along.
Oh, and Shorzy
had a spin. That is going to give a nice gap. Oh, there goes Charles. There he is. That's all done. All right. So Mr. Banana falls to P2 and eventually P3.
As Max comes back, yeah.
Yep, under the bridge here.
Oh!
A little wide there. Oh, Max with a spin is going to let Frontline Banana back through going into the hairpin.
Yeah, nice 360 for Max.
We've seen Max just drop another couple positions. Elegance through, Froley through, Carter through. Not in that order, but still very exciting. Carter up to P3. He's trying to make up points here in the championship, so if he can hold this position, it's going to be really good. This is definitely one of those races of attrition. It's about tire wear. It's about consistency, not spinning. You need to keep these guys on the track. You can do it. You're going to see something crazy. You're going to see a crazy result here. Shorzy 5 seconds back of Max. Max looks like he's closing on Froley. Froley right up behind Elegance. We've got a nice tight
Carter
field
going
there goes
for
Carter,
a move.
up the inside of Frontline Banana into P2. And down through the final turn. Coming down the straight. Looks like he's definitely got that move done and dusted. All right. Frontline Banana still within a second. Oh, just lost his DRS there. Elegance closing on Frontline Banana as well.
Max close to Froley.
Oh, Max. Big moment in the S's there. Saves it, but he needs to get that back under control.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, these karts are hard to drive, I think. The temperature...
we're complaining.
Yeah, probably the tires are not up to temp yet. High degradation on this track. That's why
I saw a lot of them doing practice on the softer tires too for the qualifying, and we didn't end up having qualifying. So they're on a hard tire that they haven't done a lot of laps on.
Yeah, I did hear that tires were starting to get too hot when the drivers would get to the S's, which is not even the end of the first sector, so you know how hard it is for the tires on this track.
Yeah, and it's gonna kill them because one of the hardest corners on tires. That is a creepy picture of people staring at the camera. My God, I don't like that. One of the hardest corners on the tires is Spoon Corner. It's a high-speed corner. It's very long.
Oh,
and get the tires really hot to send them all the way down into 130R.
Yeah, Max taking a different line. Yeah, small detour.
Creative line, if you will.
But still within DRS.
A little wide into that first turn. Froley with a lot of pace on Mr. Banana here. Mr. Elegance has gone through.
Oh, Banana a bit wide.
Banana a little wide, gives the advantage to Froley. He's going to look up the inside here. Cuts back.
Around the outside.
Wants the inside in the next corner. Here he goes. Oh, wide he goes. He's off to the beach. Hope you brought some sunscreen, Froley. Mr. Banana goes through.
I believe Max also going through.
Oh, is Max going through? Frontline Banana has spun. And Shorzy has also gone through there. He's back on track, though.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's see the gaps.
Action in the first 4 laps here.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it yet, but when do you think we're going to start seeing some pit stops here? Because, like, lots of degradation. We see people spinning. Those Bananas on some soft tires. He's going to be pitting here, what, a couple of laps, maybe?
Yeah, most definitely. I don't think he's doing a stint longer than a few laps.
Yeah. Maybe a 3-stop or a 2-stop for Frontline Banana. See the C3s out there.
Could be. Maybe if he takes the risk and goes from soft to hardest compound and just tries to get to the end, but that will be a bit slower, like few seconds slower a lap than
Yeah, it
everyone else.
certainly will
So.
not be the fastest. So we actually have quite a few cars on that C3 tire. We've got Charles and we've got Elegance. So Charles, Elegance, and Frontline Banana all in the C3. That's the soft. And then the C2 tire.
I believe
Hard,
C3 is the medium. Oh! Let's
Mr.
see a
Banana
little
with a
spin.
Maybe my server is incorrect here. It's showing Frontline on C3. But it looks like a red wall tire to me.
Yeah.
Real penalty is on Marfondo. They were able to get the real penalty fixed. Alright, back on board with Frontline Banana here. He's got an 11-second gap to Shorzy. I'm going to get that closed up before he starts his pit. On board with Elegance. Going down the long back straight. Towards 130R. Got to get this line right. Perfect. Move back over. Slow down for the chicane. Don't take Nicholas Latifi's line. He's got his own parking spot there. Not a place he'd like to be. Carter fighting for his life here. Carrying his team with Ollie not getting any points tonight because he is out of tonight's race. Carter up 2 positions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we can see.
There we go.
Here you can see the tires people are using. So yeah, C3 for 3 drivers and C2s for 4 of them.
Yeah, that still doesn't make sense to me. I'm telling you that the C3 should be the yellow wall tire.
Yeah.
The C5 is the dark red, the C4 is the red, the C3 is the yellow, the C2 is the white wall. And if you look on board with our friend, look at Carter. He's got a white wall tire.
Yeah.
C3.
C3. Yeah, it could be also. I know that there's this option called tire effect that can mess up the Pirelli tires. I had a lot of issues a season ago with because of the Pirelli tires on some other cars. I could not see any other tire compound. Like if I added a Michelin tire to my car, I would not be able to see it. So if that setting is turned on, then you have all these multiple colors. If you have that off, still multiple colors, but it can be wrong. It's not 100% accurate. So I believe it could be.
We're gonna go by. Yeah, we're not gonna go by the color of the sidewall here. We're gonna go by what you see ACTV on our screen. We're gonna go by that, which is concurrent and accurate to what live timing shows. So we are going to stick with that. The sidewall of the tire is not going to be something we're going to discuss this race. So we'll be your first and foremost information for tire compound. So running through the order, we've got Charles, who is very far out ahead, followed by Carter Krause in P2, followed by Elegance, then Max Froley, who just set a personal best first sector. Shorzy right behind him, matching that first sector with another personal best of his own. And then Mr. Banana bringing him.
Just looking. Yeah, okay. It showed for a second that in my other app that I am using, it did show that Charles. It says that Charles is on C5s. Which
that would not be correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I agree, Marfondo. Thank you for that comment. The skins are beautiful. They did a lot of work to make them look good. I wish they spent a little more time making them drive good. Well, Max with a moment there in the last chicane. Tires might be coming to the end of their life. 7 laps might be it for these. It might be a C2 to C1 kind of a race here.
Yeah, we're gonna see. So yeah,
you gotta think they gotta be wanting to go to at least 12 before they pit to a harder compound. Maybe 15. at most.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked, the tires do not last long, so we're gonna see what their strategy is going to be. So let's go on board with Shorzy. He's catching Frawley.
So
Oh,
we've got Shorzy's on the C2 and Froley on the C2. So if he's catching him, it's on pace.
might have been
Clean.
a small mistake from Frawley. That's why Shorzy might have caught up, because now Frawley is pulling away again.
Okay. Well, you can't just be fast. You got to be consistent. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Anybody that races will tell you that.
Yeah.
So our other pit strategy that I'm thinking of is our C2 drivers going long to 16 laps or
Okay.
15 laps, and then pitting to a softer compound to C3, and then having that tire advantage over the harder compound afterwards.
That is a possibility, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see what strategy they have in their mind. Who can make the better call? Hopefully, we do not see something like we saw last race, where Shorzy was out on the soft tires a few laps too long, and he just couldn't catch up back to the leading pack after his pit stop. So hopefully that does not happen again.
Yeah, he is lapping fairly well here in the mid to high 35s. Froley down in the mid 34s though, so he's really, if he can get the tire compound, he's got to go off strategy to Froley, I think, if he wants a chance to catch him. Or he just bides his time, keep himself in the fight, and then wait for a mistake later on in the race. So, yeah, they are keeping it clean right now. No battles going on really. I mean, Elegance closing in on Carter. Carter really does not want that. He wants to keep that position for his team in the championship. A little wide there from Shorzy on Spoon, coming back down, gets it collected. He's gonna be all right.
Let's go on board with Elegance chasing down Carter and see if he can catch him before the pit stop.
Yeah, 10 laps in. We've got to think that our C3 tire runners are going to be thinking pit stop here shortly to go to the harder compound. About 16 minutes into this race, and we haven't seen a pit yet. So a couple of small spins, nothing crazy, no real damage. Been fairly clean, a little bit hectic. Get some people going off, but they've collected themselves and they're back on track. Shorzy, 2.7 seconds to Froley, just keeping himself in the fight. Maybe a moment from Froley the last lap. Yeah, they're still right there. Let's see.
Yeah, big gaps
Froley.
between the drivers. It's not as interesting as when they're like a few tenths apart, and they're constantly fighting. We have stuff to talk about, but in these races where they're all just spread apart and just playing along with the tires,
A
trying
little bit of a
to
long game.
trying to win the race with the pit stop, which, don't get me wrong, still an exciting way to win, but for the viewers it's probably way better to see them fight on track.
Elegance now under 2 seconds to Carter,
Yeah.
who is just. I wonder if Carter is thinking about that pit stop coming up. C2 compound, he's 11 laps in. He goes to the C1 would probably not be the choice. If he can get another 4 or 5 laps, he goes to the C3 compound and tries to make him last till the end. Gets a little bit of pace out of it. He could undercut Elegance if Elegance stays out. Elegance might actually pit before him being on the C3 compound. So
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see what happens here. Yeah, like we
I
said.
can't imagine. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Sko.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah, the gaps are quite big, so I'm interested to see if people are gonna go for the undercuts or overcuts. What do you think is gonna be the faster option here?
With the tire drop off, I think the undercut would be probably pretty strong. So you get elegance right now on the C3 compound, goes to the harder compound. He's gonna be like a second a lap faster than Carter on a softer compound. Excuse me, on the same compound. He's gonna cut that gap, down in one maybe 2 laps. So you're gonna have, if elegance comes in, you're gonna see Carter have to come in the next within a lap or two, and he probably would still lose that position, being that elegance is down to 1.7, 1.5 seconds here. Yeah, an undercut is definitely on the table.
Yeah. Oh, and Charles in the pits.
Okay, first pit.
He's out of the pits.
Charles was on the C2, or excuse me, the C2, C3, and he's going to the C4, the soft compound. Maybe he's on for a 2-stopper.
I don't know.
That would be what I would suspect. I wouldn't imagine the C4 being able to do the 14 laps that we have left.
Yeah, probably not. ACTV is still a little bit behind with the tire information, still showing that Charles hasn't pitted yet, even though he did. So yeah, I'm trusting you. You have, you're currently looking at live timing, so
That's correct. Yep.
you know way more than some app on the Serra Corsa. So I'm trusting you. And
let's see what lap time Charles puts in, because I think his last lap was a 1:36.7. He's on a fresh set of C4s. I'd be interested to see what he cuts down on that. He's just put in a purple sector 2. Not super great on sector 1, but he was warming the tires up. Gonna make the pass here on elegance, or he's gonna try to. Round the outside in the first. Onto the grass.
Small contact, I think.
Yeah, he might have to give that position back. Finish that move on the inside.
I mean, I think he was in front a little bit, and elegance in the pits, as we predicted.
Yeah,
going for an undercut.
The undercut is going to be crazy. Charles goes to... Okay, he had a bad sector 3 there, so 153. No, that was his outlap, I'm sorry. Elegance in the pits, comes out P5, goes to the C2 hard compound. He's going 1 stop. He's on that tire till the end here.
Yep. And now he's just trying to make up the time lost and trying to undercut his fellow racer Carter. And I think, yeah, his goal right now is to get in front of Carter, but if people don't pit soon, he might catch up to some traffic. So we're going to see how that goes.
Yeah, so you got Elegance closing the gap onto Shorzy. Carter, I think, has to pit now, or he's already been undercut, and I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We can go on board with him and see what he does, if he dives into the pit lane or not. No, decides to stay out.
He's got to be going. He's gonna pray that his tires are gonna fall off a lot. He's gonna go into a softer compound and be able to have the tire advantage. But he'll have to make up some time later, put in some killer laps. Charles, purple sector 1, purple sector 2, puts in his fastest lap of the race here, 1:31.412. So that's a big advantage. Being able to pull that off 1 lap after the pit. So.
And Elegance. Oh, yeah. Shorzy in the pits as well.
Okay, Shorzy going in. He was on the C2, I believe. See what he comes out on.
Like I said, I do not trust AC right now. So
Shorzy's going on to the C3 compound.
Okay.
He's going to a softer compound. He's going to try to make up some time here.
Well,
Broly yet to pit on the C2. He's thinking one, maybe two more laps before his pit.
yeah, I mean, if his tires are good, he can try
Now,
to
Max,
extend, but I don't see a like. I don't think he could go more than like 4 laps on the soft tire, so he's probably gonna go on medium.
Yep. We've got Carter coming up to the pit lane here. We'll see if he pits. Max right behind him, also in that
Carter
pit window.
diving into the pits.
Yep. Okay, so he's probably going to go to the softer compound with only 11 laps to go here.
Yeah, let's see. Or
I imagine he'll come out behind Elegance. Same with if Max was to pit. I don't think Max is pitting though. Oh, Max is pitting.
Oh.
Max right.
and a mistake by Carter overshooting his pit stall, so he needed to reverse a little bit, so that's gonna be time lost. And let's see, Elegance goes through, yeah.
Yep. So Carter behind, but a better tire.
Yep.
My live timing is not updated, saying Elegance is still in front. But Carter is behind Elegance at this point in time. Yeah, so tire advantage goes to Carter.
Yep.
On the softer compound. A few laps earlier, so hopefully if he's aggressive with it, he'll be able to make this time up, maybe even get past Elegance, and then it's a defend till the end.
Yep. I mean, we can't just forget about Max. He's excuse me. He's 6 seconds behind Car, but he's also just out of the pits. So he will have newer tire.
Yeah, he has a newer C1 tire though.
Yeah.
Yes, you heard that. You heard that correct.
Wait, C1?
C1. The
I guess.
hardest compound.
So he's going to the end on this tire.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. He's pushing flat out from right now all the way through the end. Absolutely.
I like
Carter, 2.1 seconds to Elegance.
Yep. Oh,
Max goes. Yeah, those C1s are probably going to be a little tough to warm up. I would
Yep.
imagine.
I was gonna say I really love the camera on that hill, except all the people staring at it. If we would just remove the crowd on that hill before 130R, that would be a perfect camera angle. But with all those
really
people,
nice. It's just creepy. It's just really creepy with them there.
Yep.
Carter not making up the time that he hoped to with this softer compound here. Elegance just showing his pace.
Here we go again with the beautiful camera angle.
Yeah, it would have been really nice without all those weird people there.
Yep. Or if they were just looking at the cars, not the camera.
At least. That's all I ask. So, just to recap as we sit, got Charles up front there, who's continuing to put in the 131 after switching to the C4 tire. He is on the softest compound currently. Following him is Froley on the C2, a much harder compound. Elegance on the same tire. Carter behind him in the C3. Max on the hardest compound, C1, and Shorzy on the C3. So, with the pace advantage that Charles has and the tire advantage, I would be shocked to see if someone
Yeah. So yeah, I think now just seeing whose tires can last longer and who made a better decision. Max would C1 safe in terms of tire degradation, but definitely gonna be a lot slower than everyone else.
Sorry about that. I had a call from one of the other drivers. But yeah, so let's see. Carter 2.5. He's still holding on to that gap. If Elegance tires start to, no, Elegance tires are not going to fall off because he's on the harder compound. So Carter really needed to make that time up. Every lap that Elegance holds that gap is a win for Elegance.
Yeah, most definitely, especially with car being on the softer tire. So yeah, that means his tire is gonna start degrading sooner. So
yeah, if he's gonna make it happen, he's gonna have to get on it here soon.
Yeah.
I hope that Elegance makes a mistake.
although
That might
Elegance, also the same gap between Elegance and Frawley as this between Elegance and Carter. So I'm interested to see who can catch who first. Is it gonna be Carter catching to Elegance, or is it gonna be Elegance catching to Frawley?
Yeah, so Elegance and Frawley on the same tire compound, same strategy for them. They are teammates here, and I believe that Frawley is number 2 in the championship. So you gotta think maybe some team orders there. Maybe Elegance stays back, but at some point, if Carter's catching because Elegance is being held up by Frawley, does he let him through?
I don't know. The best racing is when there is no team orders. When there's just clean racing.
He's catching him fast.
Yeah, that might be Frawley. It looked like Frawley either brake too early or just lifted through that part.
Right.
He might be letting Elegance through. We don't know.
Yeah, he'd probably do it on the back straight here. Let's see if he moves over to allow Elegance to go through. It does look like he's moved over. Oh God, Elegance maybe didn't get the room he thought he deserved there. And because of that, gets off into the gravel. That's going to slow him down a little.
Yeah, hopefully no damage for Elegance hitting that wall.
Down to 1.6.
Oh, and for diving into the pits.
Oh yes, Frawley had not pit yet, so he's going to be going onto a soft compound here. I imagine the C4s would be his number.
Yeah.
That is going to give him a drastic pace advantage over the rest of the field here. Maybe a second or two per lap.
But yeah, only problem is how long the tires can last.
That was a great stop. He's got 7 laps on the C4 compound. This is definitely possible. He could be looking at a P3, possibly even P2. He's got to make up some time.
Especially if people are fighting, he can gain the time pretty quickly. But yeah, my only worry is tire degradation and tires overheating.
Yeah.
Because I was talking with Max before the race, and just for the jokes, he went out with the softest tire, and I think he said the second corner of the S's, the tires were melting. So I don't know how long the C4s can last, but C5s are definitely not lasting 4 laps. Or, sorry, 6.
Carter is within a second at this point, going into the final chicane here.
Yeah.
We could be looking at a battle there. All the way down to 0.4 of a second now, onto the front straight.
DRS.
Get him before T1. He's gaining fast, but he's going to have to follow him through the S's. That's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Seems to have some pace here.
Yeah. Here, this is a big problem for the tires as well. Following the car so close.
In the dirty area. You got to think, perhaps Carter is just on the better race tire for this race than Elegance is.
Maybe.
You know, they're just not falling off. It's just better suited to this track, that compound.
Maybe. I mean, it's not just the tire in the car. I think also the driving style of the drivers also affects the tire degradation a lot. So someone who's a bit more clean, like a bit more smooth on the steering, on the throttle, on the brake, will definitely keep the tires alive longer than someone that's just slamming on the gas, turning in too much, locking the tires up all the time. So
He's gonna have DRS here. I'd imagine he's probably gonna get him either this turn or on the front stretch.
I think he will wait for the start-finish straight because I think he's a bit too far here.
He is glitching a little bit. That's
Yeah.
gonna definitely hurt his chances.
Yeah. And the
That
bad
is
thing
very
is
unfortunate.
that if you glitch, you always glitch back. You never glitch forward.
Yeah.
Which,
Yep.
in this situation, could help him a little bit. But in some situations when you're following a car, ride on their tail, and if you glitch forward, that's race over for both of you.
He's just looking on the outside just a little bit, just to get a little bit of downforce. So keep a little bit of traction there. Anytime these cars don't have downforce, they rely on the mechanical grip. And that's gonna eat those tires. Very close here. He might go for one into the hairpin. Oh,
almost
very
got
close.
contact.
Almost touched. Elegance with the better exit's going to open that gap up a little bit. Heading towards Spoon. Not close enough for a move here, but he's going to be looking to get a better exit for that long back straight. That 3/4 of a mile back straight.
Yeah. Let's see how
Okay
close we
there.
can get.
Got to push. Closing the gap up to 130R. Definitely not going for a move here. Got to get through here cleanly. He closes that gap. He's much closer this time. Right on the bumper of Elegance. He might be able to get him here.
Yeah, he's close.
Pump the ERS. Open the DRS. Let it all out. He's going to defend on the inside, Elegance. Around the outside for Carter. Looks like he's got move done. Yep.
Yeah, he is in front.
Now he's got to hold it. He's got 4 laps here. He's got to be consistent. He's got to have some pace. He's got to be fast.
Yep.
Because his tires are going to be falling off at this point, whereas Elegance is probably coming into their own.
Yeah, it's only 4 more laps, which on some short tracks it might seem like not long, but I mean, I'm not saying this track is particularly long, but
A minute 30 on the track though for 1 lap is a long time in an F1 car, averaging 137 miles an hour.
Especially those fast, like high-speed corner, just damaging the tires ever so slightly.
There.
Yeah, ever so slightly more than some like low-speed corners, which just means that to get the tires to last for another few laps on this track is way harder than, for example, some other track.
For sure. Yep. Looks like our friend Carter here is going to survive. Maybe 1 more lap. Depends on how aggressive Elegance gets here.
Yep.
Elegance is looking for a better exit. Carter gets it. Opens up the gap a little bit.
Let's see if Elegance can
may be saving the battery. He knows he can stay close. He may be.
Oh,
big move. Oh, they make contact.
Who's side by side?
Carter is not going to like that.
That might be some rubber banding because I don't think Carter would brake check Elegance. I think that was more of a rubber banding issue than.
You gotta think they gotta be trying to save a little bit of battery so that they can try to either defend or make a move here in the last few laps.
Battle between Max and Frawley. We don't know who to watch.
Very close, Max and Frawley there.
Yeah.
Max just on the tail of Frawley. Looks like Carter got past Elegance there. Max is looking up the inside. He's right there.
Oh, I think Carter with a small mistake, I think, because he's 2 seconds off now. Can go back on board with Max, because he's definitely closer to Frawley than Carter is now to Elegance.
Yeah, Carter's going to be looking to close that. Oh, a little moment for Max there, off the track.
Keeps it
He's
going.
back on.
Yep.
Holds the gap, coming up to the hairpin. This is all about the exit. Really got to get through this quick and clean.
Yeah.
Looks like Frawley might have got the better exit there, but Max right with him.
Let's
All the way
see.
down into Spoon here.
And I do believe Frol is on C4 and Max is on C1. It's
Yes,
also a
Max on the
big,
very
big,
hard compound.
yeah, big tire difference. See how long can Max stay within 1 second. Oh, he is already out of 1 second. Maybe Frolly
moment.
deploying some more ERS down the straight before 130R. Just to make
Yes, you
sure,
will see that.
yeah, just to make sure Max is outside the DRS range and therefore cannot deploy the DRS on the straight.
Yeah. One of our...
Although, looking at, he still has the DRS, which
Must have been that he was still there when he went through the detection zone.
could be, I
See
don't,
now, he is outside of 1 second right now. Only barely though.
yeah,
But you will see Froley. He is one of his major talents when it comes to this FC championship. Is his his ERS deployment is
yeah,
clinical. He's very hard to overtake, and he is really tough when he's attacking. He's got a lot of pace, and he knows how to build that ERS and deploy it in the best positions on the track. So it's very
yeah.
tough to battle against Froley.
Yeah, you're 100% right here. Also, we are on second to last lap here. The gap between Max and Froley is now a bit more than a second and a half. Gap between Carter and Elegance around 2 seconds. It's been at 2 seconds for some time. Oh, and Carter now. Oh, okay, it's back to 2 seconds. It said 10 seconds for a second. I thought there might be some.
Max goes straight on at the final chicane.
Max, I believe, with some internet issues, he's lagging a little bit.
Yeah, with that gap, you got to think that's probably it for this race. With that,
Yeah.
I mean, now a good 2-3 seconds there, 3.5 seconds. Can't imagine him closing that gap up. So Carter down to 1.9, but with 2 to go, that'll be another one. He's just hoping that keeping himself in the fight, hoping that we get a mistake here from Elegance.
Yeah.
But the clinician for today is definitely
Max
Charles.
off the track. I think
That's gonna bring Shorzy into it.
Yeah, Shorzy is close, but I don't think he's gonna be close enough. Although Max is going slowly, he might be waiting for Shorzy to have a nice little battle before the end. We did see that 3 times already, so yeah.
Or he has some severe damage. Either one is possible here, but
yeah, he did hit a wall twice, I think, so far. So yeah, could be a damage thing, or he's out of battery.
Shorzy's gonna push. Looks like he might get him here into Spoon. Shorzy on the inside. Max will need the better exit to get him on the back straight here. He's gonna have lots of straight to do it. He wants to do it before 130R.
Yeah. In his slipstream, see how close he can get.
Doesn't look like he's gonna be close enough to get him before. And he's through. Nope. Little moment there for Max. Just a quick correction. But that could be enough to open that gap up for Shorzy. Just circling back, we've got Charles coming down through 130R now to the final chicane to wrap up this penultimate race of the Formula C Championship. Another clinical race from him with the strategy that I think only Froley saw as being the better
small
one.
contact between Max and yeah.
These are not cars that like to bump draft, that's for sure.
No, we do need to remind the driver this is not NASCAR anymore.
So that is correct, that's for sure. So Froley and Charles both on the ideal strategy, but we still see everybody else battling it out here. Max looking for this last lap overtake to grab P5 Shorzy.
Yeah, we're gonna see not a lot of corners left.
Yep. Got to get a good exit here. Max does get a good exit. He's going to be looking up the inside of Shorzy.
Gets
Shorzy moves to the
pinched a
left
little
just
bit.
slightly.
Just get pushed almost like towards the edge of the track, which means he might be a bit too far. Oh, going
Oh,
to
there you go.
forget.
Oh, the contact in the final chicane. Max went for it. He had the line. He was through there much faster than Shorzy.
Yeah.
That
Shorzy
is-
did not seem to be affected by the little love tap, so yeah, I
So
think
you're
that's it.
finishing order. Charles, Elegance, Carter, Froley, Shorzy, Max, and Mr. Banana. What a crazy race.
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and say this now. I don't think we're going to do any of the classic post-race interviews. We are more than an hour late
yeah,
on our time. So we do appreciate you guys coming. We will discuss a lot of this on our next stream. We'll be streaming probably on Saturday or possibly on Monday.
yeah.
So we'll see which one of those events works out. We've got our MX5 Cup on Saturday, starting at 9. We've got rolling practice up for that. If you're not in that, that is a race that you want to be in. It's a fun time. There's lots of drivers. The MX5 is a great car to drive. So make sure you jump into the server, jump on that car, and then if not, for my Circle Track fans out there, for my mustachioed, Circle Track fans, we want to see you on Monday. We're going to Dega, baby. Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last. So let's get you over there. Get in into the server. Let's get you in the racetrack, and let's see if we can make a champion out of you. Skull, I think that just about wraps it up for us, man.
Yeah, I think that's all we had planned for today. Definitely didn't plan all the technical difficulties. Definitely finishing the stream a bit later than usual. It is getting late, or I could say early, because it is currently
Breakfast time for Skull here.
not yet, but it's gonna be in a few hours. It is currently 20 minutes till 5 a.m. for me. So yeah, definitely not enjoying these early morning races for me as much as some people from US with their Nashville 9 p.m. race. But that does not mean I don't like staying up late and being here with all my friends, racing, commentating, having fun. So yeah, happy to do this with my friend No Child Support, and like he said, make sure to tune in on the next stream, which is going to be on Saturday in little Roadster Cups, and then on Monday, I think that's the last race of the NASCAR Championship.
Yep, last race of the season. Actually, for multiple championships.
Yeah.
NASCAR's final race, Formula C's final race. I'm not sure if MX5 has 2 races left.
I
It's
don't
tomorrow
know.
or Saturday, and then next Saturday, I believe they have 2 races left in MX5. Formula D going into the final race as well.
So yeah, next week is the final week of the season. But don't let that fool you. That does not mean the racing is over. That just means that the championships are over. But every time we are done with the season, we have break week events pretty much every day. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. We're going to be posting in break week channel. It can be posted pretty much half an hour before the race. So yeah, if there isn't anything posted yet for tonight, just keep an eye out, because it's definitely going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's pretty much it for us. Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for coming. Thank you guys in the chat. I agree, Marfando, a great race. Lots of fun once we got it going finally. But thank you so much and have a good night.
Yeah. See